Levine. Thank you so much. I'm the former mayor of Miami Beach. I'm going to tell you a couple of quick stories. When Mike was about to decide to run for mayor, I got a call from the New York Post. And they said, Mayor Levine, we understand that you're a big supporter of Mayor Bloomberg's. If he runs, are you going to endorse him? I said, you bet, and let me tell you all the reasons why. And goes out in the newspaper the next day. That night I get a call from Mike. He says, Mayor, it's Bloomberg on the phone. I said, hey, Mayor. He said, thank you so much for that endorsement. He said, I think that's the reason I'm going to win, because the former mayor of Miami Beach endorsed me. Listen, one of the proudest moments for me when I was the mayor of Miami Beach is when a newspaper or a magazine, I forget which one it was, they did a little story on me, and they called me the Bloomberg of the South. Of course, my mom, who's sitting here, she was like, cavelling, okay? She was like, wow, that's great. And I said, you know, we got a few things in common. I mean, we're both Jews. We're both from Boston, okay? We both started from nothing. We made a few bucks. I said, but I got to tell you something. He got more zeros at the end of his name than I do, okay? So there's a big difference there. And of course, he became the mayor of New York, and I became the mayor of the 6th borough of New York, which is Miami Beach, as you know. What I want to speak to you today a little bit about is what do mayors think of Mike Bloomberg? Let me tell you what mayors across the country think of Mike. Mike is their mentor. Mike is the rabbi of all the mayors. The mayors look to Mike as the greatest mayor, I would believe, in American history. That's who Mike Bloomberg was, the mayor of New York City. I mean, he didn't serve one term, he didn't serve 2 terms, he served 3 terms. What do they say? You can make it here, you can make it anywhere. If you can put up with New York, let me tell you something, you can put up with the United States of America, okay? And that's what Mike Bloomberg did. But you know what his motto was? What he was about? Get it done. It was not about talking, it was about action. Mike Bloomberg gets it done. And it didn't make a difference, it was about climate change, where he led the way, and all the mayors followed him, understanding that you gotta build a city that's resilient, that you gotta build a country that's resilient, that you gotta invest in your infrastructure. And Mike Bloomberg invested in the infrastructure of New York. He built the economy of New York. After the devastation of 9/11, which you heard about, Mike Bloomberg got out there and said, it's a job for me. And he took care of it. He created a couple 100,000 jobs. He made New York, New York. He was the guy that brought New York back. And thank God Mike Bloomberg was there after 9/11. Mike Bloomberg has led the challenge and has led the gun safety campaign in our country. He put his money where his mouth is. He didn't stand there and talk about it. He invested into his foundation. He went out there. He spoke about it. He's done everything. He invested in schools in New York City. So it's not about what you say you're going to do, because you got career politicians out there everywhere, and they'll tell you everything you want to hear. But show me someone who's actually done it. That's who Mike Bloomberg is. He's a get-it-done mayor, and I'm telling you, when he becomes president, he will become the get-it-done president of the United States of America. Our country is separated. Our country is divided. Mike Bloomberg will bring the nation together. You know, if you're the Democratic nominee for president, and every Democrat votes for you to become president, you know what's going to happen? You're going to lose. Because you need Republicans and you need independents. You need to bring America together. That's how you win a general election in our country. And that's what this man can do. You saw what he did in Israel when those rockets were raining down from Hamas. He took his plane there and he said, Israel will not succumb to terrorism. Israel's open. He went there. Once again, he got it done. He was there for Israel. One thing I want to talk about, because this is a Jewish event. I remember when Barack Obama was running for president. And you know who was the most skeptical of his chance to ever win the election? African Americans in our country. They looked at Barack and they said, you're a black guy. How are you going to become president? It's not going to happen. We need as Jews to get that thought out of our mind. A Jew can become president. And the only way a Jew can become president is every one of you believe in your heart. If every one of you decide to help. And let me tell you something. You're lucky. It's not going to cost you money. Okay? Because he's writing the check himself. But he needs your heart, he needs your soul, he needs you on social media, he needs you to turn out, he needs you to talk to your friends, and he needs you to be believers. The same way the African community became believers in President Barack Obama, making him the first black president of the United States of America, we're going to have the first Jewish president of the United States of America. He hit a triple. He didn't start on the 50th floor and then made his way to the penthouse. He started at the bottom. He lived the American dream. Mike Bloomberg is about the American dream. He's about everybody living the American dream. He's about everyone having that opportunity. No matter who you are, who your parents were, what school you went to, what neighborhood you grew up in. Mike Bloomberg is about letting everyone live the dream the way he lived the dream. He's a mensch. I believe he's one of the greatest American mayors in history. And it's my honor to welcome up here today, I believe, the 46th President of the United States of America.